national championship, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. It bounds through the back of the end zone. A touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Brown. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Right back to it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They'll spot the the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the...
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the air, it's Russell. Flips it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it along the sideline. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got it. Running through contact. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I tell you, you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fleming.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the Gamecocks will try to move the chains on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Russell. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to fire deep. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Got a man. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They put on the heat and they blocked it.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Finds the tight end. Turns it on to midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to NC State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Russell. Got his man. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. At the 35, he's got room. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force...
Makes the grab right down the middle.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Fleming. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some...
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he made the extra point without problem.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's
Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
14.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Vandy. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He'll keep it himself. There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He might want another play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, marching down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll just get rid of that one.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball